Hey friends, happy new moon in Taurus. Oh my goodness, Taurus is the Mother Earth. It is bounty, it is abundance, it is self-worth, it is so many beautiful blessings. And right now Taurus is being blessed by the planet Jupiter. I'll talk about that in a little minute. But first, let's talk about the new moon. I want to talk to you about this spot and why I'm choosing to film this video here. Endings and new beginnings is going to be a big part of what I want to share with you today through a couple of stories. So here we go. So first of all, the new moon. The new moon in Taurus is kind of wild that it's happening right now at the end of Taurus season. And this is because of a lunar reversal that happened in the last month. So perhaps you remember that in March, April, there were 2 new moons in Aries, and that second new moon created this, what's called a lunar reversal, so that the zodiac sign that the moon and the sun move into is going to be reversed, meaning that the full moon will occur first. So we had a full moon a couple weeks ago in Scorpio, which is the opposite sign of Taurus. So the full moons are going to happen, and then the new moons, which in and of itself is a change. There have been so many astrological changes and new energies, and they just continue to unfold. And this lunar reversal is going to happen all the way through till July of 2024. So something just to get our brains around as you look at where the moon falls. And I love looking at the moon. For one, it's just beautiful. I love that it is a reflection, that the light itself, it is just reflecting out its light to for us to see. And tonight and tomorrow night, the next couple of nights, when we look up into the big beautiful sky, we will see no moon because of the positioning of the earth, the moon, and the sun. And so it appears to be completely dark. And this is the perfect time to plant seeds, to meditate on the intention behind abundance specifically, because Taurus is the earth sign that rules over, it's Mother Nature. It's very Gaia, Mother Earth. It is fresh food. It is fertility. It is rejuvenation. It's finances, self-worth, values, and our livelihood. And I'm just kind of floored right now that I'm sitting here in this spot on such an incredibly beautiful day like it is today, because the first time I came here was back in 2018, and it was a snowy day. And I had to leave my school building because I had heard that one of my students had shot himself. And that student you can hear or you can read more about. I have written quite a bit, and he's an angel that's with me all the time now on Let Love Rise. There's a blog post called An Angel Named Calvin. So for the last 6 years, I've been coming to this spot every now and again just to take deep breaths when things get chaotic or I feel overwhelmed. And I just need a little bit of peace and serenity. I come here and I look at this water. Sometimes there's ducks. Sometimes those water lilies are full of vibrant flowers. Like I said, the day that I came here first, I just didn't even know where I was walking, and there was snow everywhere. And it's just a reminder for me as I sit here today at the end of my teaching career that, is a career that it's what I always wanted to be. I always wanted to be a teacher from a very young age. And as I'm cleaning out my classroom, I ran across my master's degree program where I was writing about why I wanted to become a teacher. And it's bittersweet because I know that this chapter in my life has come to an end. I know that it is because I am meant to teach differently, different subjects, and it is no longer high school French, which is what I've been spent my career doing. Today at the school where I teach at an international baccalaureate school where I'm also the coordinator over the testing program or the diploma program. Tests finished today on this last day before the new moon in Taurus. So it's just a real reflection of all these endings in our life create beautiful beginnings. And there have been a lot of endings. The full moon that we had in Scorpio on May 5th was not just a full moon. Oh, hello, butterfly. Oh my gosh. You guys see that? That's Calvin. That's beautiful. Okay. The full moon that we had in Scorpio was a part of a lunar eclipse. So there was a solar eclipse followed by a lunar eclipse, and this was really like a portal of releasing energies. And as we move into this new energy, because this new moon, all kinds of planetary stuff is happening, stuff that is a little bit beyond my ability to articulate it, or perhaps a little bit outside of your reach of wanting to understand the fine details. All that's really necessary to know is that the way that the planets are lining up, it's in a very new energy, because Pluto is stationed right now at 0 degrees of Aquarius, and that's something that nobody who is currently walking this earth has ever experienced, that energy, because Pluto takes forever to move through. I mean, not forever, I exaggerate, but it's been hundreds and hundreds of years. It's been since the late 1700s since Pluto's been in Aquarius. So new energies, and this eclipse is definitely, what do you want to take forward, as Pluto's retrograde right now, but will stay stationed direct as of, I think, in 2024 is when it just stays in Aquarius. So we are in this whole new energy cycle, and we're leaving behind what doesn't serve us. And I know I've had to do a lot of inner work, a lot of thinking, not just in the last couple of weeks during this lunar cycle, but also since 2018, since I moved my family, uprooted them, moved here, took on this job, fell in love with my community of teachers and students, and really re-embraced teaching. And then just all the challenges that have come along the way, and how I could see so many life events that have moved me to be in this place where I'm ready to let go and walk away from my profession and try something totally new, because I feel joy when I talk about the energies of the universe. When I learn about astrology, it lights me up. When I think about our thoughts being these powerful, powerful creative forces that live within all of us, and just understanding how we can use our mind to co-create the life that we want, that just fills me with so much enthusiasm for what's to come, even though I don't really know what's gonna happen. And so this new moon that we're talking about here in Taurus, it is such a beautiful time for everybody to think about their relationship with finances, because again, that is something that Taurus is associated with. It's our livelihood. It's how we make money, how we earn a living, what we do with our money, how we share our resources, how we connect with others and their resources, and how we use that to make the world a better place. That's my parentheses, to make the world a better place. Hopefully that's what we're doing with it. But it's also a great time to plant new seeds, not just because it's a new moon in Taurus after this eclipse season that happened just a couple weeks ago, but also because as of 2 days ago, I think it was the 16th, Jupiter, our largest planet in the solar system, came on over to Taurus. So Jupiter spent about a year in every astrological sign, and so Jupiter is arrived here in Taurus to bless it. So this is where, if you have your astrological birth chart, that you want to look to see where Taurus falls for you on your particular birth chart, specifically what house. There are 12 houses. And each house highlights an area of your life. So, and then the second thing you want to look at in that little pie chart of Taurus is, do you have any planets in there, planets or points in there? Because those are also being illuminated right now, and they're being blessed by Jupiter. There's a lot of new energy, but it's also a very beautiful and very supportive and very encouraging energy. So I encourage you, if you are someone like me who likes to do rituals and just be very intentional about the cycle that is starting tomorrow with this new moon, is to think about your relationship with abundance. I highly recommend the book that we read last month for Soul Growth Book Club, You're a Badass at Making Money by Jen Sincero. It is all on mindset and abundance, and it will knock your socks off if you haven't read it. Lots of great exercises and thoughts and affirmations around it. But maybe just get quiet and think about, do you have limiting beliefs around your money? Like, I'm a teacher. I don't make enough money, or I'll never have enough, or I can't afford that. Those things that we say to ourselves will continue to manifest into our lives. And that is a part of the reason I am leaving this profession, is that I feel that I can, that I have more to give, one, in a different way than I used to, because of all the series of events that have led me to this place. But two, I also believe that I have the ability to make much more than the limited pay scale, where it's like, this is what you're gonna make next year, and this is what you're gonna make next year. Doesn't matter if you're a phenomenal teacher or not, this is what you're gonna make. And so that in and of itself is a limiting mindset. So I've been working a lot through that, and perhaps the invitation is there for you to do so as well. This butterfly is just, wish I could flip the camera. It's just dancing all around. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. Hi. So that's one thing to consider over the next couple days, is your relationship with finances, particularly yours, and to catch your thoughts. What are the things that you say around money and finances, and also your livelihood, also your self-worth, also your love of self-love, self-worth, finances, abundance, all of these things. So that is that. And then I just wanted to share a story about Jupiter. The other night, I think it was the night that Jupiter was moving into Taurus, I bought myself a screen door. It sounds silly, or a sliding door. The house that I moved into post-divorce is this lovely, charming house. It was built in the 1990s, and just been, working away at making it mine. And I didn't have windows that opened in the house. And I remember saying, as soon as I have money, I am going to purchase windows that open. And I'm going to convert my bedroom window into a slider, because right on the other side of my bedroom window is this hot tub, which was the selling point of the house. Like, that was written in the contract. It's like, yes, I want this house and that hot tub. I love a hot tub. So all of this has come to pass in the last week. New windows came in. I'm able to open them, feel the lovely breeze brush through my house instead of just look through them. And then just the other day, the slider was put into my bedroom, and hot tub is just right there. So I was sitting in the hot tub, just enjoying it, and kind of, again, doing some of these thoughts and thinking through mindset on wealth, and this, this huge transition that I'm going through as I leave my career. Graduation is on Tuesday night of next week, and saying goodbye to this senior class, and then saying goodbye to everybody else that has that works at this school, and starting my new adventure. So I was sitting there, and of course I have fears about it. And they come up pretty regularly. I've started the Artist's Way with, and I'm working through that this summer. So if that's something that you're interested in, by the way, side note, on Let Love Rise events page, you can hear about, or read all about, oh my gosh, there's this amazing bumblebee now. Hi, right at my fingers. Okay, I'm not scared. I mean, it's like a big one. I would flip it if I could. There's the butterfly. Anyhow, the Artist's Way. If you want to work through or play through this book with us this summer, Soul Growth Book Club, it just started this week, chapter 1. But one of the things that you do in the Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, life-changing book. I have so much I could say about it, but go to Let Love Rise. It's all there. working through the pages, a lot of the fears, and part of this week's tasks is to notice the blurts, like what comes up and what immediately censors out what you're trying to say, what you're thinking. Like if you're holding this really high positive thought for yourself, like I am, that I'm going to be able to create a really beautiful life doing what I love and sharing my passion and helping people tap into their own energy and their creativity and take that leap of faith wherever that leap of faith takes them so that they can live their best life using the tools and gifts that they were given. That's what I'm lit up about right now. So that's my passion. But the task is just to notice when you automatically, when these blurts, when these thoughts come up in your mind that tell you no. So I was in the hot tub and I was having some of these thoughts like, well, who are you? Like, how are you actually going to make money? Like, what are you actually going to do? Your paycheck does end and all this, and I'm just sitting there, and then I hear the loudest clap of thunder, and I look up in our big, beautiful Idaho sky. You never know what you're gonna get with the weather. And I look up because where I was facing, it was kind of blue skies, and then on the other side there was this massive thunder cloud, and the clap of thunder was huge. And then it started to rain, and I was like, okay, all right, here we go, rain. And then it thundered one more time, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Jupiter. That's Jupiter saying like, boom, I am here. It just felt very comforting to me. So Jupiter, the mythology of Jupiter, he is the Roman name for Zeus. So Zeus is the supreme top god. He's the top god. That's what I'm gonna call him, the top god in Greek mythology. He rules with the thunderbolt in hand, and he's Zeus, and Jupiter is the Roman. So just to give you the mythology behind the power of this this blessing that is moving into Taurus right now, and to bless our lives again wherever it falls in your chart specifically, but globally as well. And also to amplify. So I want to say to bless and to amplify. Okay, so and it starts raining, and I just was laughing because I was like, oh my gosh, of course. Like this is the universe saying, I hear you, I see you, but I am Zeus, I am Jupiter, I am here, and I am going to be here. I'm going to protect you and show you the way. And then there was a double rainbow. And it was beautiful. It looked like it was descending right upon my house. And I was like, okay, I don't know where the road is leading me. I don't know what's next for me. But I do know that we live in a loving, abundant universe. And if there's any time to really step into that energy, it is right now. Whatever is weighing you down, whatever is not serving your highest good, examine that and consider saying goodbye. Let it go so that you can move forward to be your brightest, most beautiful, most badass self. Yeah. So happy new moon in Taurus. May you have a beautiful weekend. There's a lot more astrology happening. I didn't even get to talk about Mars and Cancer, and leaving Cancer, moving into Leo, where it's going to be much happier and passion. So plenty of astrological videos that you can watch on YouTube. I do thank you for checking this one out and listening to some of the stories that I want to share with y'all. And I just wish you just time to reflect and to know your worth. And if you are taking any powerful leaps of faith right now, share them in the comments below. Let other people know what you're doing. If you have fears, share them as well, and let people support you, and look for signs all around you, like that butterfly that was here to visit me, and say like, you're gonna be okay. Don't know where you're going, but the unknown doesn't have to be scary. The unknown can be exciting. So to the unknown. And then Gemini season. Gemini starts on Sunday, so then we'll talk about that next time. So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you in person soon. And remember, if you want to join the Artist's Way, it is not too late. Go to letloverise.com events page to find out more. Shoot me a note and I'll be glad to get you up to speed on that. And if you like the videos that you see here on Let Love Rise, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Maybe share it with somebody who you think might want to hear it. I appreciate you, and thanks for being on this journey with me. Have a beautiful weekend. Namaste.